3, 4, 5. What's up, guys? This is the Ultimate Warrior here, back with some more Noire. As stated in my last stream, a hungry gamer is not a happy gamer, so had to go get something to eat. And I got my little 87-cent TV dinner here. While I'm waiting for that to cool off, I figured now is the time to get back into it. I'll see if anyone shows up.
Oswald Jacobs?
That's right.
What exactly happened here, Mr. Jacobs?
Last night, I was looking out of my window. I like to keep an eye on what's going on.
I can understand that.
You see this empty lot? Damn kids play stickball here. Always breaking my windows. Always asking for their ball back.
Can we get back to the car, Mr. Jacobs?
Don't be impatient, Sonny. Anyways, last night I see this brand spanking new Packard up on bricks.
Did you see who stole the Packard?
Hell yes, I did. I saw 3 goddamn Mexicans going to work on it.
Why do I feel like he's telling the truth? I'm going to say good cop.
Can you tell us what they were doing?
Using the headlights of an old Ford so they could strip the thing. I yelled out to them, "I'll call the cops." So they loaded up their car and drove off, tooting and hollering and yelling obscenities at me in Mexican.
You speak Spanish, sir?
No, I do not. That all? I run those boys off for you. Ain't that worth something? You should ask me some real questions.
We'll have to use the registration to trace the owner. I must have taken the flag as a souvenir. Can't have any street value. Stealing the wheels is for amateurs. The car ring would have stripped it in a warehouse. It's owned by the Argentinian embassy.
Examine the wrench on the ground.
Empty. Not everything here is going to be relevant. It doesn't appear to be connected.
I'm supposed to open a car door, but...
Combination wrench. Must have used it to remove the wheel lugs.
You better see what this Jacobs guy has to say. The car was dumped in his backyard, after all.
Help me out.
Jacobs dumped the book he was reading in a hurry when we walked up. You curious what he didn't want us to see?
Okay, so we have the owner of the vehicle, a degenerate. I'll run John Madsen by R&I. Contact details on a William Dewey. This looks like business rather than pleasure. After the Mexicans left, you didn't go anywhere near the car?
After I scared him off? No, I didn't go anywhere near that car.
Why do I feel like you're lying? I'm gonna say bad cop.
You went out to the car. Once they were gone, you had to take a look for yourself.
I was curious. Ain't no law against that. So what if I took a look around that car? You can't be accusing me of nothing.
Tell me about the car they were driving.
It was an old Ford. I didn't catch the license number.
I feel like you're being truthful.
You look like the kind of guy who notices details.
You're right there. The car was old, but it looked brand new. candy apple red paint job stands out a mile.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Jacobs. You can speak to Officer Thibault about signing a formal statement.
When you get the car out of the way, maybe you could come back and do something about those kids.
Well, how about we bring you an umpire's mask? I think we've wrung this place dry. Let's find a game well. You coming? We need a game well, Phelps.
I knew it wasn't safe.
I swear, this town's going straight to hell.
I still need a location. Why can't I set it though? There we go.
Used to be indecisive.
You need to take the next left. Take the next left. Ah! Unbelievable! Turn left up ahead. Next left. Take the next left. You need to take the next left.
I knew it wasn't safe around here.
That's that guy from the papers. Solved that big case.
So it's just taking me back to here. gotta go to Dewey. Pick up the notebook from the nearby bench and flip through it. I did that. So I gotta get to the police headquarters. Got the wheel and the front of the car. I might have to restart this.
I heard he's not his cop. There's Nazi.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
The early bird gets the worm. Second mouse gets the cheese.
I'm back here. What the heck?
Officer, please tell me what's going on.
It's the stolen car, not the Lindbergh baby. What more do you need to know?
I don't have a location.
Okay, we're gonna keep this short. I'm already late for the DA. First up, Phelps, Bukowski. We got a report of a brand new Packard abandoned in an empty lot off 2nd Street between Olive and Grand. BR is when Oswald Jacobs says the vehicle was dumped in his backyard. There's a patrolman on site. Get down there and see what you can turn up. Any questions? Good. Get going.
It's been a year. What's he waiting for?
Better go earn our pathetic wages.
Yeah, let's just start over.
Rimsky, O'Halloran. Intelligence has information on a stolen car racket.
Well, are there any leads? No entiendo.
An abandoned vehicle. We catch all the good ones, huh, Phelps?
Sounds like there's more to it than that. Nobody dumps a shiny new Packard unless they borrowed it without asking.
You don't say. You're on fire today, Einstein.
Very funny.
Come on, my intense protege. Let's go save the world.
You trying to shake me down?
I'm telling you, it'll never stick when you get roasted. Can you bring me the file? Great. You got a problem? I want to make house. You know your name. Can I post his band?
Officer needs help, 103 NV.
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
I want you to drive me.
You can drive.
Never mind then.
You hear about Adrian? Fraud in Seattle threw him out. Wife says she's gonna take him back.
Turn left up ahead.
Women generally show more compassion.
What are you talking about? Adrian dumped on her. He was humping the secretary. Margaret should show some pride.
Pride. Phelps, traffic.
I'm Officer Houlihan. Car's down the alleyway, detectives.
We got a call about an abandoned vehicle.
Yes, sir. The car has flags. Might be some kind of diplomatic vehicle.
Has anyone touched this vehicle since you arrived?
No. And that Jacobs bird over there was on station before I got here.
We'll talk with him in a moment. Give us some time to look the place over.
Sure, take your time. He's a sore-headed old son of a bitch anyway.
We'll have to use the registration to trace the owner. Stealing the wheels is for amateurs. The car ring would have stripped it in a warehouse.
Empty.
I checked the front. I
It's
checked
owned
the
by the
missing
Argentinian embassy.
I checked the vehicle registration clip. Check the flag. Next. And then the wrench.
I must have taken the flag as a souvenir. Can't have any street value. Combination wrench. Must have used it to remove the wheel lugs.
Doogie Bros.
Oswald Jacobs?
That's right.
What exactly happened here, Mr. Jacobs?
Last night, I was looking out of my window. I like to keep an eye on what's going on.
I can understand that.
You see this empty lot? Damn kids play stickball here. Always breaking my windows. Always asking for their ball back.
Can we get back to the car, Mr. Jacobs?
Don't be impatient, Sonny. Anyways, last night I see this brand spanking new Packard up on bricks.
Did you see who stole the Packard?
Hell yes, I did. I saw 3 goddamn Mexicans going to work on it.
Can you tell us what they were doing?
Using the headlights of an old Ford so they could strip the thing. I yelled out to them, "I'll call the cops." So they loaded up their car and drove off, tooting and hollering and yelling obscenities at me in Mexican.
You speak Spanish, sir?
No, I do not.
After the Mexicans left, you didn't go anywhere near the car?
After I scared them off? No, I didn't go anywhere near that car.
You went out to the car. Once they were gone, you had to take a look for yourself.
I was curious. Ain't no law against that. So what if I took a look around that car? You can't be accusing me of nothing.
Tell me about the car they were driving.
It was an old Ford. I didn't catch the license number.
You look like the kind of guy who notices details.
You're right there. The car was old, but it looked brand new. Candy apple red paint job stands out a mile.
What exactly did you see them take?
They was working on the tires. That's all that was took.
Yeah, right.
Right. So what did you take, Jacobs? Do you want my partner to pat you down?
I found a notebook in the glove compartment. I was going to show you. It's on the chair on my porch.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Jacobs. You can speak to Officer Thibault about signing a formal statement.
Okay,
When you get the car out of the way, maybe you could come back and do something about those kids.
Well, how about we bring you an umpire's mask?
Alright, so it was just, I guess it was the way I played it.
Okay, so we have the owner of the vehicle, a degenerate. I'll run John Madsen by R&I. Contact details on a William Dewey. This looks like business rather than pleasure.
I think we've wrung this place dry. Let's find a game well.
What's a game well? Oh. That's all I had to do.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Could you run the name Dewey Brothers? Possibly a dealership or car mechanic's workshop.
One moment. Dewey Brothers Packard Dealership, 629 Figueroa Street.
Got it. Can you put me through to Michigan 2458, please?
Connecting you now.
I remember Figueroa Street from Enemy Expo.
Hello, can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Can I speak to John Madsen, please?
He's at school, officer. What
What's this about? Is he in trouble?
How old is your boy, ma'am?
Just turned 16.
Wrong person, Mrs. Matson. Sorry to disturb you. Are there any messages for me?
There's just one message for you, Detective. A four-door Packard, diplomatic license number Paul Robert 706, was reported missing this morning by Juan Francisco Valdez.
Could you have him brought in?
He's already here at Central, Detective. He's demanding an audience, as he calls it.
Thanks. Can you get a message to Captain Leary? Tell him we'll be in as soon as we can. Thank you. Can you cordon off this lot until we have the vehicle impounded?
Yes, sir, Detective.
We'll follow up on the owner. Get a statement from Jacobs, and I'll read your report back at the station.
Hurry up, bro.
Straight ahead. This has got to be the 50th abandoned vehicle call we have caught this year. One more, and I'm going to go crazy.
Not your favorite cases?
You kidding me? This is barely even police work. Of all the bad guys in this city, we get lumped with the ones who can't even be bothered to keep what they steal.
Straight over. Straight ahead here. Keep going on this road. Cross over, keep going straight. Turn right when you can.
Almost.
Don't tell me, let me guess. You were making your way past the lot, caught sight of the new model four-door, and couldn't help yourself. You could see yourself in that car and just had to take a closer look. Well, I can't say as I blame you.
LAPD, Mac. We'd like to speak with the owner.
That's me, William Dewey, proprietor, at your service.
We're investigating the theft of a Packard belonging to the Argentine embassy. Are you missing a combination wrench?
I don't know, Detective, but I know how we can find out. Follow me.
He's so goofy.
We keep all our tools in here.
Mind if we look around?
Be my guest.
Probably nothing. Nothing significant. It would take a smarter man than me to connect that. Don't think this is any use to us.
You sure you guys aren't interested in a new car? Huh? Maybe a used car. I have some nice used cars for guys in your wage bracket.
Why don't you give us some alone time, Dewey? Go sell some cars or whatever it is that you do here.
That's not right. Wrong size. No. One left. Gabriel Delgado is missing a 3/4. If you don't mind, we have a few questions.
That can't be the only thing. Alright, the association with...
Packards are great cars, but this doesn't look like the kind of place favored by foreign embassies. How do you know Valdez?
I don't know Valdez. The embassy bought the car. All I know is he must know a quality car when he sees one.
Why do I feel like you're lying? Accuse.
And I know a shyster when I see one. You and Valdez are in this together.
Me and Valdez? I hardly know him. Valdez wouldn't wipe his shoes with me.
I'm supposed to pick alleged bribery, but I don't see it.
Sorry. My mistake. Where can we find Delgado?
I don't know. He sure as hell isn't here.
You lying, bro.
Address, Dewey, or my partner shoves her head in a car door.
Okay, all right. Apartment 3, 103 Hill Street. And tell him from me, if he ever shows his face around here again, I'm gonna kick his butt from here to Kingdom Come.
A wrench from this dealership was used to strip the wheels from a Packard last night, Mr. Dewey. A couple of Hispanics were seen taking parts.
We've had a spate of thefts ourselves. Comes with the location. Thieving bastards to steal anything the minute your back is turned.
I feel like he's telling the truth. But no, it's actually bad cop.
What are you hiding, Dewey? Spill it. You don't want the LAPD getting too interested in this place.
So I hire a few illegals. It's cheaper than hiring returning GIs, and they have less attitude. Downside is, they're a little light-fingered.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Dewey.
No problem. God damn that kid. I'm just an honest car salesman. Seems like you just don't know who you can trust these days.
Going to movies, Dewey. You're missing your calling. Time to visit Gabriel Delgado. See how good his excuse is.
Yeah, I don't even know about Valderez. No, wait, I got... Nope, don't know anything about the bribery.
Stop and have a look around. That new coupe in Algiers blue sure looks good.
I think I skipped a step somewhere. And the sun's coming up. Alright, I gotta go to the police HQ.
Five-star goddamn wedding.
You're behind the wheel.
Fine. Where are we headed?
You read this story in the Examiner about the Navy developing three-dimensional movies?
What's a dimension?
You know, like a graph. Vertical axis is Y and horizontal is X.
Well, that's clear as mud.
I know, right?
Third dimension would be Z. So things would be popping out of the screen.
That's ridiculous. Scare people out of the theater. God's name would want that.
I don't know. People scoffed at the idea of talkies in color, and look what we have now.
Like, darn it, I should have went to the police first.
Do we have a Juan Francisco Valdez in for questioning?
Sure do, Phelps. Your bird's an interview, too. And get this, he's wearing gloves and doing his best not to touch anything. Can you beat that?
Sounds like we don't want to keep this guy waiting. It's this way.
Get out of here tonight. So now you want me to leave. I ain't talking to you.
You think those Vice boys get any inside?
Do I need to find someone to look after you?
I felt lousy tolerating.
That's correct.
I knew it wasn't safe around here anymore.
Is this a picture of Bruce?
Say, can I borrow some of that mascara?
How long is this gonna take? You really think I'm gonna squeal? Can I post his bail?
I'm going to memorize.
Where do I even go?
and throw my head away.
I want to be.
Can you take these braces off? They hurt! Perdón, señor. Does this mean I lose my license?
Sail up there in love and war.
You see my mother?
Where is this interrogation? Interview? There we go.
About time. Are you the senior officer I requested?
I'm Detective Phelps, and this is Detective Bukowski.
Have you any idea how long I've been waiting to speak with you? I am needed back at the consulate, and you keep me here like a common criminal.
All right, friend. Let's take a deep breath and start all over again.
Mr. Valdez.
Consul General. I insist on my full title.
Where did you purchase the car?
My secretary and driver arranged the purchase. A disreputable place, Dewey Brothers by name. As soon as I can have it arranged, I will have my Hispano Suiza brought up from Buenos Aires.
You're lying.
Bought a Packard, Valdez? A snob like you doesn't drive an American car. I want answers or I'll smack you around the teeth.
William Dewey offered me a substantial bribe to make a purchase at his establishment. It is not unusual to make this kind of transaction in the civil service.
Tell that to the Argentine taxpayers.
Consul General, we have located your car. Can you tell us how it was stolen?
It must have been stolen from the consular garage. Terribly inconvenient, of course. I want the perpetrator soundly flogged.
Unfortunately, we don't do that here, Your Worship.
You have a pretty good idea who stole the car, don't you, Consul General? Are you going to tell me, or do I shake it out of you?
There's no call for violence. I suspect a disgruntled boy from the car dealership.
You have a name for this kid?
Gabriel, like the archangel. I have no surname.
So tell us about this kid, Gabriel. You had a run-in with him?
Mecánico. A presumptuous young man who did not know his place. He presumed to ask me questions.
We do a lot of presuming here in the United States, Consul General. It comes with the turf.
I'm gonna say good cop. Or accuse.
You fuck young boys, Valdez.
Are you a madman? This will cause an international incident.
That's so random.
Danny, Ben, Miguel, Tristan, and Teddy. Full lips. Ring any bells?
I'm sure we can come to some arrangement.
Gabriel, spill it.
A beautiful but impertinent boy. I mentioned rendezvous and the young man went quite insane. I thought he was going to kill me. I was prepared to pay.
We'll be in touch, Consul General.
Let's nail this kid Delgado and wrap this thing up.
Finished with Valdez.
Thank God. I'll get rid of him in a couple of hours.
You seen my mother?
You know the way. You can drive.
All right. Where to?
Darn it, I can't go back.
Can you drive to this one?
Units 11 Senate.
Okay, let's see what Gabriel has to say for himself.
I just hope our Archangel hasn't already flown.
What the hell is this guy doing?
Cop. Seems like a decent guy. Where do you see a number 3 marked on that door?
Right there.
Yeah.
LAPD, ma'am. We're looking for Gabriel Delgado.
Gabriel?
We're from the police. Policia, you understand?
Yes, I understand. Could you come inside?
What is your name?
Ana Rodriguez.
Is Gabriel Delgado here, Ms. Rodriguez?
No. What do you want with Gabriel? Is he in trouble?
Stay where you are, Ms. Rodriguez. We need to take a look around.
But he is not here. I have told you.
Check out the surrounds. I'll stay with the broad. So how far along are you, Anna?
Nearly 20 weeks.
Right. So how's it going to be when you go into labor and he's not around?
You are wrong about Gabriel. He will be a good father. Already he works
Souvenirs
hard
are a
to
dumb
provide
move.
for us.
Unless you help us here, Anna, your little one won't be seeing Papa for a very long time.
Serving breakfast for 2, Anna? You should have cleared up.
Incidental.
Diplomatic license plates.
Maybe if... No. No good to me. Doesn't tell me anything.
It looks like Valdez gets his wheel back. You're in serious trouble, Miss Rodriguez.
But Gabriel is not here. I have done nothing wrong.
Why did he steal the car, Anna?
The customer insulted him. He has his honor, no?
They're probably telling the truth. Maybe. Nah.
Gabriel's been in trouble before. He left you here alone to answer for him, and you expect me to believe that his motive was honor?
Please don't yell at me. I've done nothing wrong.
Ah, darn it. I'm gonna restart. The last checkpoint. Actually, I'm getting a little bit tired of playing this. I think I'm gonna call it a morning and head on to The Sims. So I will might live stream the creating the players and we will go from there. But if not, I should see you guys in a few hours.